every story's got a mountain to climb. It's what it takes to stand the test of time. Dig deep, keep the fire alive. Success is built on the will to survive. No easy path, just a burning need. It's what it takes to truly succeed. It's the hustle, it's the pain, it's the sunshine through the rain. Every step, every break, that's what it really takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. What it takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. No shortcuts, no fake. Spit and grind for the dreams you make. And every story's got a mountain to climb. It's what it takes to stand the test of time. Dig deep, keep the fire alive. Success is built on the will to survive. No easy path, just a burning need. It's what it takes to truly succeed. It's the hustle, it's the pain, it's the sunshine through the rain. Every step, every break, that's what it really takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. What it takes. from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. No shortcuts, no fake. Spit and grind for the dreams you make. And every story's got a mountain to climb. It's what it takes to stand the test of time. Dig deep, keep the fire alive. Success is built on the will to survive. No easy path, just a burning need. It's what it takes to truly succeed. It's the hustle, it's the pain, it's the sunshine through the rain. Every step, every break, that's what it really takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. What it takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. No shortcuts, no fake. Spit and grind for the dreams you make. And every story's got a mountain to climb. It's what it takes to stand the test of time. Dig deep, keep the fire alive. Success is built on the will to survive. No easy path, just a burning need. It's what what it takes to truly succeed. It's the hustle, it's the pain, it's the sunshine through the rain. Every step, every break, that's what it really takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. What it takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. No shortcuts, no fake. Spit and grind for the dreams you make. And every story's got a mountain to climb. Every step, every break, that's what it really takes.
What's going on? We're here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We are here, guys. What's going on? It is Thursday night. If you have not done so already, listen, you got to do me a favor. It is the What It Really Takes podcast with your host, John Gettis. Listen, go ahead, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you're new here, listen, this is what we do. We're getting ready to discover some things, go deeper in some things, and understand greater things. So listen, if you haven't done so, do me a favor. Put in your comments where you're watching from. Also, let somebody else know that guess what, you're here. Go ahead and let us know where you're watching from. Also, let's get ready for this episode. I'm glad to be here. It's good to be here. So let's get started. Like I said, we're here. Episode number 2. We've conquered episode 1 into episode 2. We're here. We're present. We're here at What You Think podcast. I do have a question in mind. You know, I do have questions in mind. The question would be, what is success? What does it really look like? Um, you know, what's in your head? Is success all in your head? Let's see if we can answer that question tonight. Uh, but is it really? Is success really in your head? Is that a thing you think about? Is that something that just comes? Is that what does success really look like? So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna do what we gotta do uh, as well. So listen, uh, again, this episode is bigger than you think. This episode is gonna be very important for us because it takes a lot more to think about a thing to make things happen. We gotta think ourselves all the way to that place, to that plateau. So let's go ahead and dive into the episode. I'm gonna move stuff out my way so that way you guys can have all the undivided attention. But yeah, let's dive in. Let's dive in. Diving in. A whole lot of stuff going on outside, as you guys already know. It is the Halloween hour. We don't yeah. So, but we're here. We're here. We're present. So let's dive into today's episode. Again, welcome to What It Really Takes podcast with your host, John Gettis, where we uncover real stories, and also strategize and figure out the ideas behind success. I'm here to help you to discover those things. I'm here to help you to really figure out what it really takes to get there, with also a host of other colleagues and friends and people as well, to see what they did and what they do to be able to get to those places of success and unlocking the places of success in their minds, in their thinking, in their walk, in their habits. This is going to be a great time. So let us get ready to dive in. Listen, again, I'll remind you, if you have not done so already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and make sure you're along for the journey for the next time that we do go live. The next time that something is posted, you'll be able to know and you'll be notified immediately when it happens. So let us go. Listen. All right, let's dive in today's episode. As all of us know, our mindsets are beyond important. A mindset of an individual, a mindset to be able to think, it's the way you think that helps you to get better results. The way you think, the way you process, the way you look at a thing, the way you examine, the way you tackle it, it's all in the perception of the mind. It's all in the perception of the mind. So if your mind is that, hey, I can, then guess what? 9 times out of 10, you will. So it's a mindset thing. So when our minds are racing, when our minds are at a frantic, when our minds are at disarray, 9 times out of 10, we will be just that. We'll be just what our minds are making us to believe, making us to think, making us to be aware of, making us feel like, making us not feel like. 9 times out of 10, like I said, it's in your mind. My mind tells me what I want to do and what I don't want to do. My mind tells me how long I want to be here, how long I don't want to be here. Man, it does. The mind part does. So for most, you have to realize your mind is here, and it plays, like they say, sometimes plays tricks on you. But you got to be confident with the mindset that you have, that you're able to do something greater, something bigger, something more. Let's dive into the mind. Let's talk about a fixed mind and a growth mindset. A fixed mind versus a growth mindset. A fixed mind, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what a fixed mind look like, what it feels like. I'm just fixed on what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it, when I'm gonna get it done. Uh, Irregardless of how many times you tried, regardless of how many times it fails, every single time the same way you do it, you have a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset tells you there's no other option. There's no other way to do a thing. There's not another answer. There's not a better way to do this. There's not a another way to look at it. A fixed mindset. A fixed mindset will set you up to think that having a fixed mindset is different than a growth mindset. So my fixed mindset would be that guess what? This is all I seen. This is all I know. A fixed mindset will have you continuing down the road of doing the same thing over and over again, getting the same results. A fixed mindset. But it's not until you get to a place, and I've gotten to a place, that you start to discover maybe I should do something different. Maybe I should take a step back and look at my process. Maybe I should take another step back and look at how it happened or what took place. Where was the failure? If you continue to do the same thing, getting the same results, and you know it's possible, you know it's possible to get something better. You know it's possible to get something greater. You know it's possible to run from here. Why you keep doing the same thing? Why you keep going back after the same thing? Why? Because you have a fixed mindset and not a growth mindset. So my growth mindset would be that guess what? I can learn from the mistake. The growth mindset would say that guess what? I don't have all the answers. A growth mindset is that guess what? I can be taught something more. A growth mindset would say that guess what? There's got to be something. There must be something else different. There must be something else missing. There must be an ingredient. There must be something. It will make you start to hunch. It will start to make you to search because success is not by happenstance. Success is a driven thing. Success is a determination. Success is something bigger than you. Success comes from something deeper that guess what? You understand that there is something more. But a fixed mindset says again, there's nothing else more I need to learn. There's nothing else more I can do. There's nothing else more that I need to transition from. Listen, I promise you. With that mindset, you'll be 9 times out of 10 left behind in the dust because, as you know, the world continues to progress, things and continue to get skillful, smarter, wiser, and we have to be able to understand that's the same way when it comes down to life itself. I know people say there is no better way. There is no better way than this. There's no better way than that. Listen, okay, keep thinking that there's no better way. When you think that there's no better way, you're stuck. All right? When you find yourself thinking and feeling as though there is no better way, you'll find yourself in a place called stuck. Because being stuck is 9 times out of 10 not wanting to shift from first gear into second gear. Being stuck is the same thing as saying that guess what? I got too much of acceleration. I got too much of this and don't want to downshift. You got to understand that guess what? Too much sometimes is just that. You have to learn to shift your mind. You have to learn to come up with better concepts. You got to be able to understand that guess what? In order to get something different, in order to get a different result, I may have to do something different. I may have to do something, try something different. I may have to discover something different. A fixed mindset is a believable thing. Yeah, everybody has a mindset. This is what I'm skilled to do. This is what I'm taught to do because of what? That's what I was raised to do. That's how I'm accustomed to doing things. Your accustomed is not always perfect. Having an accustomed to something or being custom, that doesn't mean it's right. That doesn't mean that it's going to yield the best results. We all have a custom. We all have a way about us. We all have something that guess what? Generalizes, makes it seem like something. We all do. We all do. We all have a way. We got Some people have a way to make a bed. Some people have a way to brush their hair. I brush my hair with my left hand because I feel like it's going to make it, the waves come even more. I feel like it's balance on this. I feel like I do this and I do that. Everybody do their own thing and in their own eyes, because guess what? That's what they are accustomed to doing. That's what you're used to doing. But it's not until you get to a place that you are teachable and coachable through life, through journeys, through moments, that you would discover that guess what? Your growth really comes from not having a fixed mind. Your ability to get to a different level of shifting, a different level of understanding, it comes from what? Just like I just said, it comes from shifting to a place of growing, learning, and developing. If you can shift from that and shift to growing, developing, oh man, tell them say less. Tell them say less. Why would they say less? Because guess what? At the end of the day, it has no other choice but to get better. It has no other choice but to become better. Because we're stuck with it. We're here with it. We're on this level with it. What level is that? I'm on the level of comprehending. I'm on the level of wanting. I'm on the level of desiring. I'm on the level of, guess what? It's never too late. It's never too, none of that. I'm on that what level? So let's deal with it. Let's deal with it. That's the first thing. The next thing you got to understand with shifting your mind, you have to shift your mindset with this: being able to embrace failure. Being able to embrace failure. What? Yeah, I'm talking about embracing failure. That is a possibility that along the way, while you're learning, while you're going through learning curves, while you're developing, while you're growing, while you're becoming educated, you're going to fail. You're not going to get it perfect. You may not get it on the first try. There are some cases that, yes, you just a natural. I'm just a natural. I'm able to do it. I'm able to do it well. I'm able to make it happen. But what happens when we reach those places that we are being challenged that is not natural for us? That is not natural for us to wake up early. It's not natural for us to go and drive hard. It's not natural for us to ignore people's emotions, people's feelings about what's going on and what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to promote and where I'm trying to go and what. It's not natural for us because we have that being. What happens when every time that we try, we fail because we are either emotionally attached, we are what failed us, what messed up. You got to embrace that thing and then be able to now do something different. Your failures are not supposed to destroy you. It's not supposed to stop you. It's supposed to make you learn from it. We supposed to learn from the failure. What you mean, John? I'm supposed to learn from the failure? Yeah, learn from the failure. How do I learn from my failures? I make up in my mind before I meet a failure that I'm going to have to learn from it. Before failure even becomes that petition. I know they tell you, guess what? You're going to be great. You're going to be excellent. Ain't nobody going to be able to stop you. You're going to be on this level and that level. And guess what? You just do your thing. Just do your thing. Just do your thing. Yep. Until you'll do your thing. And guess what? You get burnt out doing your thing. You tired doing your thing. You can't see doing your thing. You about heartbroken doing your thing. Just messed up. And you just like, man, they just told me just go out there, do my thing. I did my thing, and guess what? I failed at it. I did my thing, and guess what? I still didn't see no fruit. I did my thing, and guess what? Still didn't get the result I wanted. I was looking for a result. I was looking for, today is the day. I was looking for something to happen. I was looking, I was expecting, I was dialed in, I was tentative, I was on point. But what happened? I failed. Well, actually, sometimes you didn't fail. You felt like you failed because it wasn't your result. It wasn't the result that you dreamed about. It wasn't the result that, guess what, you was looking for. Consistency, we talked about this before. Your consistency builds better results. Your consistency builds a core, builds a value inside of you that, guess what, okay, I can't let that stop me. I can't let that block me. I got to go to another level. I embrace that, guess what, it wasn't the result that I wrote down. Because 9 times out of 10, we write down, some of us, I wouldn't say all, but if you're not doing it, you got to do it. Write down what result you want to see. What result do you want to see from how many cakes you sell? What do you want to see with the flyers that you put out? What do you want to see with the posts that you make? What do you want to see with at work? What do you want to see after the next 10 years? What do you want to see? If you do not know what there is to see, you will never be able to measure whether or not you're winning, whether or not you're losing, whether or not you're in the right place or not. And 9 times out of 10, I know. We don't want to identify failure. We don't identify where we came up short. We don't want that. So just give me that plain canvas. Give me the whole thing. Give me. I know. I get it. Just make a plain canvas. Make something up and have no vision. And guess what? You can't. Man, I tried. No. We didn't go out there and produce excellence. No. We could do better. No. You got to have a vision. You got to have, in order to now mark up for success, in order to break out of that shell that guess what you are having a tough time to break out of, you have to have places and levels to go. You have to have places that guess what, this is zero excuses, zero tolerance. This is what it's going to be, and this is the level that guess what we're going to play on. This is the level that we're going to do on. This is the level we're going to produce on. This is the level that we're going to give on. This is the level that I'm going to do. This is the level. I don't know what other level you want, but this is the level that we're going to do it at. And you have to be comfortable enough with yourself that guess what, even if I fail at what result I'm looking for, I'm going to get back in. I'm going to get back in the game. I'm going to get back in my mindset. I'm going to continue to stay consistent. I'm going to continue to do what I had to do. Listen, there will be no excuse. Irregardless if I miss the layup, even if I miss the precision, if I miss the deadline, you miss it, cool. But where is the no tolerance at? Where do you say, okay, this just got to get done? Where do you say that, guess what, I'm still going to produce on this level? Where do you go? You got to minimize your excuses, jump into the game, and keep it moving. Embrace failure. You got to embrace failure. You do. You got to embrace failure. And while embracing failure, guess what? You got to learn to be more and more patient. You got to master patience to be successful. To be in the place of being success and finding strength and finding that level, you got to master patience. Woo. You know what patience is? Patience is almost, not almost, always is more than dangerous, because somebody that patiently waits, 9 times out of 10 gets what they want. Oh, but I don't want to be like that. I want to just go get it and make it happen. Yeah, make it happen. But you got to learn to be patient. That guess what? Like I said before, is that you're in a growing process, not in a fixed mindset. If your fixed mindset is there, you'll never change. And then when you come to those challenges in life, when you come to those challenges that just gets uncomfortable, you have to have that patience with yourself. I'm not talking about people. Patience with yourself to still be able to develop, to still be able to grow, to continue to still learn, to still continue to show up. I got to be patient with myself. I didn't show up the best way that I should have been. I didn't show up the best me that I could have been. But there are still some things that need to be worked out of me. But I have to have patience with who? Myself. I have to have patience. I know we could talk about other people later. I'm not talking about other people. I don't want you. Don't worry about being patient with nobody else right now. Listen, you got to learn to be patient with who? You. Because this is the person you wake up with, sleep with, everything else, look in the mirror with. This is the person you drive to work with. This is the person you go to school with. This is the person that, guess what, identifies with you. And sometimes in life, we get impatient with the result that we're looking for or we're waiting for because of what? Because of what? We're not patient. We're not patient for the process of development. We're not patient for the process of learning or gleaning or running or envisioning. We don't have time. We want instant Instant gratification. Give me instant. Give me right now. And guess what they said it's gonna be? This, and I want that. We want instant instead of having patience. That process always wins. Process always wins. You don't believe me. I know. That's cool. But listen, process always wins. If you can wait out the process, you would 9 times out of 10 keep from damage, collateral damage, self damage, if you can be what? Patient. It's like running out into a place or into a space and not knowing what's around the corner. But if you be patient and you tap in to key points, things that make you aware, make you hear, make you listen, make you understand. All right, I need to know. I need to know what. I need to hear what. What is it supposed to look like? What is it supposed to address? You have to be patient. And sometimes in patientness, you don't have to be loud. You don't have to be present in the forefront to be patient. Patient is different. Patience is a tactic. Patience is a thing that's necessary for you to get to the next level. Trust me. Sometimes you gotta wait your turn. Wait your turn, because while you're waiting, I'm still doing this, the first thing. I'm still growing. Patience and waiting work hand in hand, because while I'm waiting, I'm still scheduled to grow. While waiting, you're still scheduled to grow. While sitting, while waiting, but you can't sit and wait and do nothing. You have to be patiently waiting and developing. I don't want to patiently wait and don't develop, because even if you deal with the anticipation for a baby or anticipation for something to come, even preparing for a car, preparing for a house, they tell you it's going to take such and such, take 6 months to get. I'm patiently waiting, but while I'm waiting for my house to be built, guess what I'm doing? I'm looking for chairs, I'm looking for blinds, I'm looking for curtain bedroom sets. I'm looking for stuff because I'm preparing what? While I'm waiting. Your patience has got to be developed, and you have to continue to be doing something while you're waiting. Same thing. Let's go to another patiently waiting situation. Patiently waiting situation will be this. Patiently waiting for a baby to come. What do parents do? Parents do all sorts of things. They go get the baby wipes. They go get the bibs. They go get the outfits. They go put a baby shower together. They go get gender reveals. They go and make pictures. They go and make memories. They go and do things because they want to make sure that they're active and also what? Prepared when what they're waiting for is developing, to be ready for it. Patience is a virtue. You have to patiently wait for something, but you also got to be doing something while waiting for it to show up. And sometimes showing up is after learning and discovering. I promise you this. I'll tell you 100% true. 9 times out of 10, a woman or a male, anybody expecting a child, they learn more about the body and learn more about their minds and learn more about themselves in all their life when it comes down to getting ready. Man, why you throwing up? Why this happening? Why your face swelling up? Oh, well, I can't eat this during this time. I can't do this. We can't do that, because guess what? You have to be patient. You have to start listening to your body. You have to start doing things differently. You have to start looking at the moves. You have to start thinking about when I get tired, when's the best time to do things, when's the best time not to. Oh, why? Because there's a process going on, there's a development going on, there's something happening, but I just can't sit back and be lazy. I still have to prepare. I still have to get things together. And getting things together takes work. Hello, somebody. It takes work. It takes work. Patience is work. Patience isn't something that you just sit there and you just no. Patience is work. When you hear the word patience, you should be like, oh, we getting ready to work. Work how? Work on the vision. Work on the plan. All right, it's going to get ready to happen here. The business is going to be in fruition here. You're going to drop the record deal here. You're going to have the money that you're expecting here. You're going to have an increase on your job here. Okay, now what are you going to do in preparation? I don't want to talk about all the ways that I'm going to spend the money. I need to talk about the ways that I'm going to invest. I'm going to talk about the ways that, guess what, we can make longevity. I'm going to talk about all the ways that, guess what, we can open up doors, open it up another business, be able to be a help, a blessing to something else. How do you prepare? How do you get yourself to player? Do I have all the information? You may not. Listen, this is the great part about getting started with something or going for something. You may not have all the technical ways. You may not have all the answers. You may not have all the thought process. You may not be voted the number one to succeed. You may not be the one they said that, guess what? Oh yeah, that junk gonna happen. It's gonna crack. No, you may not be the one. May not be. Listen, I'm cool with it. Why am I cool with it? Because in the process, I will become that. In the process, I will become the number one. In the process, I will sit with the elite. In the process, I will become undeniable. In the process makes you undeniable. Process makes you favorable. Process, consistency, and doing the things that, guess what, makes sense, and also learning from the mistakes, learning from the ups, learning from the downs, learning from people coming, people going. Listen, learning from it all, guess what, will make you elite, will make you ahead of the game. They say, fool me once, fool me twice. Listen, I got to learn from it. I got to learn from all these mistakes. I got to learn from it and do something different. But I promise you, what's going to happen is you're going to end up in a mind shift. And when your mind shift, you're in a better place. When you're in a mind shift, you'll discover a powerful way to change your approach and reach your goal. But you have to have that mindset, have to have your mindset up and make it do what it do. So listen, What It Really Takes podcast is over. I am glad that you came and stopped by. I want you to know that, guess what? It's going to get better. But you have to remember, first, never fix your mind to be stuck. Never fix your mind to not be on a growing track. Always remember that there is possibility of something more, to learn more, to develop better, and to become what you are striving to be. So striving to be means it's going to take work. Patience is not to rest. Patience is to work. And when you have patience, you'll make it. When you have patience, you'll see some things, you'll discover some things, you'll let some things go, you'll shed some things, but you'll also, at the end of the day, you'll fulfill the process in patience. When you learn it, you can excel at it. So listen, I want you to continue to dive deeper into what it really takes, because you're going to find out that, guess what, there's more inside of you than you thought. There's more to the volume of the book than you thought. Success is not wrapped up in what they think. Success is wrapped up in what you think. Where's your level of success? Where are you sitting? Have you done it? Are you accomplishing it? Are you in a place of active success? And 9 times 10, my active success does not come from myself. It's the ability to know that, guess what? I got somebody looking out for me. It's my ability to say that, guess what? I won't quit today. I won't quit tomorrow. I'll keep getting back up and trying again. Not saying that you won't make a mistake along the way. Not saying that, guess what, everything's going to be perfect. Perfect. I know that word is crazy. Perfect. I know you like to hear it. Perfect. But everything is not going to be perfect along the way. You just have to ride it out and continue the process and develop, be consistent, and then you'll discover what real success looks like. And guess what? Your measure of success is based on what you see and what you have determined and what you say success is. And listen, there's always another level to every level of success. Listen, guys, I love you. If you have not done so yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, tell somebody. Let us know about what you thought about today's episode on What It Really Takes podcast. I'm your host, John Gettis, and listen, we will see you next week. Have a great one.